See a fairly large contingent of Swedish fans.
Dressed in yellow. And first out, lead jammer for the USA, but Obsessi not very far behind.
Little Miss Savage coming in hot, a wild flailing of the arms like a wacky flailing inflatable arm waving two-man call-off.
1 point though.
One and done.
First point on the board. Next up for Team Sweden, number 8, Nordberg.
Oh, it's the battle of the eights.
Number 8, I'll see you later.
I think number 8's gonna get lead.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
And you are correct. Number 8 in the white shirt for Team USA, lead jammer.
Number 8 opting to take the star off and play around with these blockers' minds a little bit just as Elsie picks up a scoring pass.
4 points added there, making 5 on the board for Team USA. And that low grinding defensive wall from Team USA there, making it very hard for Nordberg to get out.
Yeah, making Nordberg work for every single inch, but you see how those sudden speed changes and height changes really disrupt the tripod.
They do. And I'll see you later through for another 4 points, making 12 in this jam.
Looks like Team USA is going to lose their pivot momentarily, but it doesn't seem to phase Team USA very much as they put up another 4-point pass.
And it looks so easy, but they have to work hard. And also now a star pass on the side of Sweden. And that's Bianca Ingrosso now as jammer for Sweden. I'll see you later. Thought was that she was past everybody, but Team Sweden reformed very quickly. I'll see you later, switching to defense for a moment there to help out the blockers.
Hey, that's always nice when you're down one blocker. And opting to call it off just as the final jam seconds count down. Sweden putting up 2 points.
Against 20 points for Team USA in that jam. But Sweden also now points on the board.
That makes these Swedish fans very happy. Team USA taking all of that space as our 5 seconds roll down.
Solja Crab jamming for Team USA. Ooh, big hit there from the pivot, but the pivot also went down themselves. No lead though, because that was not a legal pass of that pivot. So Sweden still eligible to get the lead.
And hopefully Las Vegas will not remove that star. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Oh, it's the announcer's curse.
It's a learning experience. That's why we're having these seeding games that are only 30 minutes.
And it's sad though, because you wish they would keep it on their head. Star pass for Team Sweden, while Solja Crab is through a second scoring pass.
And both of these teams having already played once today, so the energy might not be great. Beautiful apex hop by Miss No, making it look easy. Puts up 4 more points for Sweden.
Solja Crab finding the inside there, tiptoeing along the line. Ooh, loses balance there on the apex, but is able to put those 4 points on the board.
So we are going into the full 2 minutes of the jam, but there's only 37 seconds left. Miss No getting bumped to that outfield, and the long bridge back by number 40 to Villain.
Solja Crab now on her way to a 5th scoring pass with 17 seconds left on the clock. But also, Miss No now putting or around for a third scoring pass, let me say it like that.
Soldier Crab briefly bouncing off of those Swedish blockers, but manages to put up 20 points in that jam. But Sweden not far behind. They've got 12. This could be a close game.
I sure hope so, because those are always more fun to watch than the big blowouts. And we've seen a couple of those, especially with Team USA. They are a very strong team. As you would imagine, they have such a large country, of course, to pick their players from.
Absolutely.
And they have a lot of experience in the country. Number 13, Little Miss Savage, out first and lead for Team USA. But Vaudevillen, yes, stays in bounds. Good blocking though there by the pivot. And penalty back block for the jammer in white makes this a power jam for Sweden. Oh, but also getting a penalty, a multiplayer block. Don't see that too often as a jammer, but it does happen.
So we'll have ourselves a quick little jammer do-si-do in the penalty box. Vaudevillen will only have to sit as long as Little Miss Savage sat. Vaudeville had a pretty cool jersey whip in that pass just before incurring that penalty. That's some good quality jerseys out here.
Little Miss Savage really beautifully staying inbounds there, finishing that scoring pass.
Vaudevillen is out of the box and threatening to come in to score. Sweden putting up a solid 3-wall.
But Little Miss Savage is quick on her feet and passes on the outside. 8 points now in this jam for Team USA.
And the USA pivot doing some beautiful offensive assistance. That is number 3, Abby Normal. And a back block penalty sends Vaudevillen back to the penalty box. A little bit of penalty trouble for Sweden.
Little Miss Savage, wow, finds that little bit of an opening and pushes through.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Yes.
Making it look so easy, but we know it's not. Oh, just dips low on the outside.
Beautiful. Beautiful work there by Little Miss Savage. And just too quick, too low to catch.
Absolutely. Sometimes these larger teams seem menacing, but if you're smaller, you can get around them fairly quickly. So it's not always size that matters.
No, that height difference can be in your advantage. You also see it with really tall jammers, that their hips are higher than the hips of the opponent. And LCU later back on track as jammer for Team USA and gets the lead in this power start.
Team USA picking up one of the Swedish blockers to maintain that pack definition at the back. Vaudevillen with fresh legs, ready to score.
Smash tag there, beautiful blocking. And that butt radar is working really well. LCU later in the pack now finishing that second score. Oh no, a cut track penalty issued. So power jam in favor of Sweden.
Vaudevillen yet to get out for the initial pass. Star in hand, hoping to create enough chaos to possibly get the star out. Doesn't look like a star pass. Oh, a sneaky star pass on that outside. Beautifully done.
And Miss Snow, gets a cut track.
Looks like Speedy Morales pulled the sneaky cut track penalty on that jammer just as LCU later is released. So full penalty time for both.
And Sweden also one blocker in the box, and there's no way of holding back LCU later. Just barges through.
A small pack on USA's side, but it doesn't seem to phase them whatsoever. And hey, sometimes a tiny pack doesn't mean it's going to be easier.
Oh, a run along that inside line. It looked like they were through, but then there was number 888, Speedy Morales, yet again giving a little nudge, pushing them over that inside line.
I feel we've seen that strategy a lot today. These jammers are counting on their speed to get them out, and then just at the last moment, they get bumped out, and some of them are cycles, some of them don't. And
if
they
you
don't,
have that
they
much
learn.
speed, just a little nudge will just send you flying.
Exactly, that little push off balance.
And back as jammer Nordberg for Sweden. And
it's like mini tack for Team USA. First time with the star and getting lead for Team USA.
Nordberg now also out, but not lead, of course. Oh, beautiful offense there by the pivot, number 7, Thunder Breeze from USA to help their jammer through.
USA doing a great job of waterfalling up front and taking pieces of Nordberg's speed away, managing to hold them at bay for almost a full minute.
Mini tack, again, we see this advantage of a smaller player just kind of sliding through.
It's always nice when you can slide through undetected and get a couple easy points now and then, because these teams have been working hard so far today, and they still have 2 more days to go.
It's tough playing these short games and quite a lot on one day.
Yeah, you don't get the advantage of the regroup at halftime to recollect, so you gotta kind of do it on the fly on a timeout.
Abby Normal back with no, that's not Abby Normal, sorry.
Little
Miss Savage. I did not see the one in front of the 3. And for Sweden, that's Obsessi. And I've seen Obsessi play earlier today, and they were the jammer quite a lot, and I think it's the first time now jamming for Team Sweden in this game.
Sweden losing one of their blockers to the penalty box, but as does Team USA, so no real track advantage currently. Team USA almost at that triple-digit mark already.
Wow.
A little bump on the ground and a push forward. Looks like Little Miss Savage is the one who gets the back block.
A little bit of resetting and regrouping there on track. We see the star in hand for Obsessi. A power jam in this case for Sweden. But blockers from Team USA are definitely not making it easy. A little bit of offense there from Happiness.
Team USA doing a beautiful job of killing that penalty time, not letting Sweden capitalize.
Wow, that footwork, just avoiding those blockers from Little Miss Savage, beautiful.
And the footwork from the blockers isn't half bad either, but Little Miss Savage is just a half step quicker, and that's all you need. Obsessi trying to get that star to the pivot. Looks like number 84 has it now. So serious. We've got a jammer race.
That's the end of the jam.
Oh, jam over. And Team USA bringing themselves up to 109. Sweden held scoreless in the past few jams. But hey, that can always change. You never know how it's going to go.
And we see Vaudevillen lining up as jammer for Sweden against I'll See You Later for Team USA. I'll See You Later barges in that wall right away, but Team Sweden is really working that defense But on the outside, enough opening for LC later to become lead. And in the back of the pack, Vaudevillen fighting hard, but now actually getting a multiplayer block penalty.
Yes, unfortunately, when her team went back to provide some assistance, it may have been to her detriment with the multiplayer. LC just racking up points with a huge smile.
And a quick change of direction finds that outside open. They'll see it later, almost untouched.
And we see at the back this dynamic two-wall just not letting Sweden get any room. Those are some serious brakes to put on those skates because this floor seems it might be a little slippery.
Yes, I've talked to some refs from my country, and they say there is grip, but in the turns it's pretty tough to keep the grip because it is slippery.
So for those blockers to be able to hold down anybody pushing against them back to back.
Well, as soon as you have the foot down, it's apparently pretty grippy.
Well, that could.
Oh, nice tiptoe on the inside there. Solja Krab out first and lead for Team USA.
Vaudevillen with fresh legs. Got that star in hand. We'll see what happens. But fortunately, the pivot is busy at the moment with Solja Krab. Not quite able to take Solja to the out of bounds point. Solja with that beautiful track awareness staying in.
Vaudevillen on the outside taking a tumble, and the jam is now called off for an injury. So we're ready to play the 10th jam with Las Vegas for Sweden and Little Miss Savage for USA. As the jammers,
Little Miss Savage just pushing up against those arm lengths, challenging them. A swing and a miss from Sweden blocker, and one blocker reporting to the penalty box.
And Team USA also has one blocker in the penalty box. Nice recovery there from Las Vegas, getting back up and finishing that initial pass while Little Miss Savage is on her way to a second scoring pass. But Las Vegas now also putting points on the board for Sweden.
Sweden trying to break apart these USA blockers just enough, but USA just seems to be moving seamlessly in front.
Team Sweden able to hold Little Miss Savage a little bit longer this time, but third scoring pass finished for USA.
And getting bridged back the long way. Our jam comes to a conclusion. Sweden putting up its first points in a few jams, adding 4 to their total.
"11 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock."
It's amazing how quickly these games go.
Well, some do, some don't. I just had 2 games in a row that tended to be pretty slow because of stoppages.
Yeah, lots of stoppages and lots of people being ejected because you only need 4 penalties in these seeding games to be ejected from a game.
Devlin, lead jammer, I think first time jamming for Devlin for Team USA. And
Nordberg looks like has the star in hand.
correct.
This just kind of a jumble of bodies over at turn number 2, but I'm sure we'll see something come out.
Nordberg now as jammer with star in hand,
Sneaky.
pulling back Devlin all the way back to the jammer line.
Yeah, let's set up, do it all over again. Oh, a little hop over the apex and a cut track penalty going to Devlin.
Just that toe stop touching the inside of that line
That
instead
means-
of on track.
We will go the full 2 minutes. There's still 1 minute remaining. Body is kind of tumbling all over the straightaway.
Nordberg there on the outside, still with star in hand, trying to get through. But blockers from USA are just so strong. Star pass is now towards Hon Solo. And Devlin back on track after serving her penalty.
Team USA is going to lose Speed and Morales for 30 seconds. DeVillen coming around quick.
Oh, the villain? Devlin? The villain?
I believe it's DeVillen.
I would think so, yeah, as a pun, yeah.
Either way, she's got 8 points.
And the jam comes to a natural ending.
And we just saw number 8, LCU later, in a blocking position this time. LC just seems to be doing all of the roles. Like, hey, I'll jam, I'll get you 20 points. Oh, you need me to block now? Okay, I'll just block this jammer and not let them out the whole time. Just make it look easy.
And we see Solja Crab back on track against Obsessi. And Obsessi in the front, that tripod is so stable.
Pack almost getting stretched out to its maximum, hopping on that inside line. Soldier Crab, beautiful toe stop work. Blockers racing to the penalty box.
Who's gonna be there first? Solja Crab now around for the first scoring pass, while Obsessi seems pretty stuck. Oh, and as I say it, of course, gets out through the inside there. Solja Crab able to regain balance.
Somehow managing to stay in bounds. I think they were surprised even themselves.
Yeah, there was a smile towards the bench indeed. Oh, very easy pass there for Solja Crab. And a couple of points, 4 points added to the score of Sweden, making now 28 against 153 for Team USA. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, also with these 30-minute games, you don't have enough time to adjust to the other team's strategy. So although Sweden is starting to answer back, they won't have enough time to bring it as close of a score as they would probably like.
Nice block there by So Serious on Little Miss Savage, but Little Miss Savage doesn't take much longer to stay put in the pack and becomes a lead.
She just ping-pongs off of those blockers like nothing. Pack getting stretched out to its maximum. USA holding the pivot at the back. And it looks like we have had a star pass. Our new jammer for Sweden is Miss No.
And on the inside there, Little Miss Savage with a little bit help from a blocker, a little assist there. That is for, who's that? I don't know. But I wanted to mention that blocker for doing a good job, but now I missed the chance.
Whips are always fun too, even if you don't really need it, even if it's at the end. Oh, here's LC with the star on again.
Against Vaudevillain.
Wastes no time getting past the hips of Toro to pick up lead. It looked like she just stepped over those skaters and unchallenged puts up 4 points.
Just a little move there to just graze those arms a little bit. The hair on the inside, sees the opening, changes direction, takes the inside and calls off the jam.
And USA providing some beautiful offensive assistance too, helping to keep those Swedish blockers away from their jammer. At least enough for her to get through. Looks like Sweden is threatening to call a team timeout, and they do.
And in these 30-minute games, the teams have 1 team timeout and 1 official review. And that official review, even when they win it, as they say, will not be retained, just to keep the flow of these games going. Even though that is the case, we already have quite some delay today.
But I mean, is it even derby if it's on time?
True.
If it's the one thing we're known for, it's not being on time, unfortunately.
Well,
We try.
And it is difficult with the tight schedule to actually keep it within that timing, even though you have only the one timeout and the one official review. It's still, have been injuries. Officials also need a break sometimes, so they take an official timeout perhaps. Because mind you, they skate every jam.
That's what I was saying in the other game. It's like, you don't realize it, but the officials, they just don't stop. They don't get that break unless there's a review. So I feel there might be a few blisters over this weekend, but we are very grateful for our officials decked out in their LK jerseys.
And Soya Crab getting a hit there from Miss No. Very nice, has to return back to the jammer line.
Taking a brief moment to sit down, consider her life choices before getting back up, but she gets lead still.
Obsessi with the star in hand, or was it already passed to?
Looks like
yes.
it was.
So Serious now on their way to the penalty box though.
Cut track to Sweden. Soldier Crab in full control of this jam. Just challenging those arm lengths. One from Sweden joining, but the pack getting stretched was at a play point, forces him to let her go. And we will have a power start for Team USA.
Okay, it's starting to be very clear that Team USA is really, really a strong team. We've seen a couple of games with both the female and the open games, and they just blow everybody away.
Absolutely. And some of these games, you look at the teams and you think the game's going to go one way, and then they totally surprise you because, from coming from all over the world, everybody has different strategies, so you have to kind of adjust on the fly.
Yeah. So should we mention where we are from?
Oh, yeah, why not? I have flown here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Okay. I drove here with my camper van from the Netherlands in Rotterdam. And even though we don't have a Team Netherlands skating here, there's quite some representation of our country in announcers and officials, and one skater joining Team Denmark. Okay, back to the track. Little Miss Savage doing it again. Oh, inside totally made available for her to have an untouched pass.
Sweden jammer back and ready to get into the action. Coming into a defensive position from USA, but manages to outstep fairly quickly. But
and I don't think we've seen Toro jam yet before this.
No, they might have had the star pass, but not the opportunity to jam as far as we've seen.
I did not really see what happened there. We don't have the perfect angle for turn 2, because then the referees are right in front of the action. Oh, we see the replay there from that nice little opening on the inside for Little Miss Savage. Don't you just love replays?
I love it. Team Sweden managing to put up 3 points, so still fighting hard against this Team USA. We've got just over 3 minutes left.
And we see Mini Tack back as jammer for Team USA against Las Vegas for Sweden. Oh,
both teams putting up some very solid defenses, all 4 blockers.
Mini Tack through first, had to push, like her head was stuck between the hips of those blockers.
And that's got to be about like 4 times her body weight, pushing that momentum forward.
Ooh, nice apex jump.
Oh, but enough to make her reconsider. I mean, with this lead, you could have chanced it, but I understand.
Yeah, you don't want to get a penalty if you don't have to. So Minitech now made it completely through without any doubts.
Sweden still trying to get that star out. Nice little bump out by Miss No on Minitac. Minitac taking the opportunity to call that one off. USA almost at that 200-point mark. Sweden still holding strong at 31. Might have one more jam in this game.
Yeah, 1 minute 40 seconds left. One, maybe two jams. Solja Crab getting ready against Vaudevillen.
And Swedish fans trying to give their team a little bit of extra oomph for this last jam. Team Sweden absolutely locking down Solja Crab this time. Usually Solja Crab gets out before we even know the jam has started,
yes.
But they are moving seamlessly in front. A beautiful three-wall.
Toro doing some nice blocking there, recycling Solja Crab back. Solja Crab is able to stay inbounds on those toe stops on the inside line there, is now able to get through and become lead jammer after a little over 30 seconds into the jam.
I swear, some of these jammers, I think they just defy the laws of physics.
They do.
There's
It's
no other way
insane.
to explain it.
It's insane. Oh,
Have ourselves
a down skater, Vaudevillen jammer. So this could result in a jam that will be resumed because this is not the lead jammer.
Yes, that is the new rule set for JRDA. If your team is not the lead and is called off due to injury, then the jam resumes with the time remaining. So we will have ourselves a 30-second. I can't quite tell because now the timeout clock is on, but I think it was 28 seconds.
But it is, the skater did skate away on their own strength.
Always something we like to see, and I can't blame them having to fight against these strong USA blockers for this long. I think your muscles just start to give out. It's like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
So let's see. We see new players on the track, though. So
we got number 7, Thunder Breeze, the star for the first time for Team USA.
So this is not a resumed jam, because if it was, then the exact same players, except for the injured person, need to be back on track.
So we might see that rule set play out in our full-length games a little bit more. Team Sweden almost, looks like Team Sweden has lead advantage.
But not out of the pack yet. Now, Obsessi able to get out, but Team USA not lead, but in the scoring pass now.
Into the fray and a little rock star matrix kind of move. Oh, will be sent to the penalty box. Power jam going to Sweden.
Ooh, nice assist there.
I'm not sure they were expecting it, but hey, it's a nice surprise.
Miss No with two hands grabs that jammer and just pulls her around that blocker.
Yeah, so she had no say in that one. Miss No was like, I'm putting you right here.
So the game time is up and the jam is has still 55 seconds on the clock.
With Obsessi in full control of ending the jam, pushing hard against that wall from Team USA, but you can see that the course of the game is starting to show.
Thunder Breeze back on track.
Moving in, trying to disrupt the Team USA blockers. Obsessi is assessing the situation, trying to stay clean.
Miss No trying her best to keep Thunder Breeze busy. Ooh, nice star pass to Miss No. And a little jump there from Thunder Breeze. This is an exciting last jam.
It is. Despite having lead, Sweden opting to pass the star, and maybe we'll get some more points out of it because...
Nice job there. backwards skating into the pack. At least 1 point there for, well, 1 point
I mean,
for Sweden.
it was an interesting strategy, but I kind of understand it because their jammer did seem a little tired and there was still time to score. So, hey, why not give somebody else a chance to try and get a couple of points? Sweden coming out with 5 points in that jam. Looks like they will end this game with 36 to the USA's even 200.